What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel What's Talks, an American talking about Manchester United and massive news as players are ramping up, coming back to Carrington, and big stuff regarding Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, Malaysia, a lot of other stuff going on, and apologies for butchering the pronunciation of those names, but we've got that and more in this episode update for you guys. So really exciting stuff on this Friday, July 4th. Happy Independence Day to us Americans and anyone else from around the world. Happy Friday. But I first off wanted to start things off this episode taking a look at this picture of Amorim returning at the airport. He looks absolutely just thrilled to be back in Manchester. Just look at that face. Just kind of says it all. Like, guys, we haven't brought in the transfers that we needed to, that I wanted, and yeah, I guess we're going to get going here. Yeah, he looks absolutely thrilled to be back. Rashford is currently Barcelona's second option. That was as of 5 years ago from Polo, Fernando Polo. Don't know how locked in that is. I know they're going to try to go for Luis Diaz now that Nico Williams has re-signed with his current club. 5 hours ago, Marcus Rashford is ready to return to the club and will give 100% in training. He plans to fully participate in United's preseason program starting Monday at Carrington. That is from Chris Wheeler, DM. Not too sure how credible he is. Rashford has already told Barca that he would lower his salary to fulfill his dream of being a Barca player. That, if true, that would be absolutely a win, since Nico Williams has re-signed with his current club. The fact that Barcelona trying to go after Luis Diaz, don't know how that is going to fully work out, but if he is willing, he being Rashford, willing to lower his wage demands, that could be a big-time win to get him out of the club right away. Marcus Rashford is expected to leave despite returning for pre-season training. There has been no contact between Ruben Amorim and Rashford since his loan to Villa. That is coming from Paul Hurst. Again, don't know how dialed or true his stuff is. Ruben Amorim is back. This picture looks a little bit nicer than that airport photo of Amorim and some other players coming back reporting for duty. I don't know who the heck that is. Let's see. There was some other stuff. Training maximum intensity. This one. Where is it? Here we go. I think United, and this is coming from Ben Jacobs and TF Terrence, the Football Terrace. I think Manchester United are making it clear to Rashford and Garnacho right now, 40 million and not available for loan, 60 million and not the 50 million Napoli bid in January. Let's see if it changes during the window. I mean, that's just throwing crap on a wall and seeing if it will actually stick. I don't think they're going to get anything remotely close to 60 or 50. 40 and not available for loan is a little bit closer. You may even need to go down to 30 to get Rashford out. Garnacho, I think you could stay firm on 40, and that's at the low end of things, given how young he is and a potential talent. And it was dropped that Cunha will wear the number 10, so they are stripping Rashford of that number 10 shirt. But the biggest news, and I'm going to go directly to Fabrizio's page because he is our number one guy, and he also did drop that Cunha will be wearing the number 10 shirt at United, which is really cool. But the biggest news of this episode, Rashford, Anthony, Garnacho, Malaysia, and Sancho have all informed United that they wish to leave. United have delayed their return date until later in July to allow them time to explore solutions further. That is absolutely massive. And I don't know if their agents reached out. I'm assuming through the players to their agents to the club. They have told United that they do not want to return and that they will look to try to move on. Now, United also have to pull their weight. I know they are currently working on a deal for Sancho, or at least that's what we've been seeing with Juventus. In terms of Garnacho, I know he's flip-flopped of wanting to stay in the Premier League. Napoli have inquired about him, but I don't know how true all of that is, given the fact that he is kind of a mental case right now for United and trying to move on from him. I know there was the falling out after the final with him and Amorim. Things obviously not on good terms there. Manchester United also confirmed Rashford's representatives were informed that Cunha would be taking his number 10 shirt. It's definitely over between United and Rashford. Rashford dreams of Barcelona move as priority for his future. Yes, we already sort of talked about that a little bit. This is also just another repost of that post that we were talking about, but that could be huge if United could bring in at least 100 million for all those players, for all those sales. They might get a little bit more, they might get a little bit less, whether it's 80 or 120 or 100. They need to at least get around that mark to be able to bring in a striker like your Gyökeres as the top target, as long as he doesn't sign for Arsenal. You could try to bring in Ollie Watkins, although his resale value is going to definitely be a little bit lower given his age and how he progresses at United if he were to come. You've got the Matetas. I know that's kind of died out a little bit. Osimhen, however you say his name, has been linked to United, but I think his wage demands are just way too high. This here, Anthony was never going to stay at Manchester United this upcoming season, as his desire is to explore a move. Real Betis want to keep Anthony, but his salary remains key point to discuss. His grammar's a little off, but that's going to be interesting. It sounds like Real Betis are the only team that really wants Anthony right now. I haven't heard of anything else in terms of other clubs, whether it's in La Liga, whether it's in Serie A, Bundesliga, even the French League One. But Anthony, obviously, we knew that he was never going to come back to United. I just think that the move overall never really materialized, never worked out for him at United, and this kind of just is the icing on the cake of confirming that is 100% true. Garnacho and Man United are in agreement since mid-June about exit this summer. Garnacho wants to leave with desire to stay in the Premier League. Man United are prepared to let him go. He won't return for training anytime soon. So that is also big in terms of a potential reckoning of him and Amorim. It is completely cut out. He will not be showing up on Monday. It sounds like from the reports that we've seen here with this one specifically, Rashford, Anthony, Garnacho, Malaysia, and Sancho delayed their return date for later in July to see if we can work things out. So it sounds like they are not going on the preseason tour. They will not be there on Monday. They will not show up and be training separately. They will not walk in to the ground with their football boots, cleats, however you guys want to call it, kind of just walking in, strolling with the smiles and laughs and like, haha, we're here to steal some money out from you guys and you're just going to pay us and we're not going to get a move on. It sounds like all things positive for United and moving in the right direction to get them out of the club, because they also do want to move on as well. So that is really good news. I think Monday, even though we haven't brought in a ton of players, I know we're still working on Mbeumo. The third bid is in, so we hear. And whether that's going to be accepted, whether it's later today with a here we go, or sometime this weekend to get him in for a medical and then into training on Monday, I don't think that it could go realistically that fast unless Saturday, boom, here we go, happens in the morning. In the afternoon, he flies to United, gets the medical done, boom, he's in. Sunday, gets some media stuff out of the way, and then is with the boys, the lads, whatever you want to call them, on Monday. I don't see that to be realistic for Mbeumo, but we at least have our new number 10, Cunha, in the squad and ready to go for Monday. And these clowns, Rashford, Anthony, Garnacho, Malaysia, and Sancho, will not be around on Monday, being that little cancer in the squad, chirping in people's ears, causing a stir. It's not going to be there. So that makes me pretty happy that they will not be there to do that. But people left out of that, it sounds like Højlund will be at training then. Xerxes obviously will be at training then. Anyone else on the fence? I suppose Luke Shaw obviously will be at training. Onana will be at training then. He's not on this list of players leaving, so it seems that is going to be the case. You can actually see Onana here on his Snapchat, ripping it around on a boat, having a grand old time. And then just closing a few things out here. This coming from Rich Fay. Manchester United reporter, Wrexham striker holder. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I don't know how credible he is. Manchester United have also reiterated their priority is to build a dynamic and cohesive squad with players who are fully focused on challenging for the biggest honors with the club. Not too sure what that means. I don't know how credible that really is. We already saw that about the number 10 shirt, but man, all positive news, all positive signs here on the 4th of July, and who knows, things might get done over the weekend as well. But if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. On the road to 100, we are at 88, I believe, as of the recording of this video, and let's continue to grow the community. But that's going to be it for this one, guys, and we will catch up with you in the next video.